Welcome to the Handyman Does All. Today's project, a little bit different than what we've been doing before. It's a little bit of an automotive project. My wife's car has a little bit of a problem when it rains. So I've got the windshield wipers on full blast on the inside, as high as they'll go. And I would say that's not going fast enough. You can tell that the motor is still in there because if you kind of touch them and you pull on them or you do something with them, the motor does assist, and then you hear a bunch of wacky noises inside of there. So something's wrong with the motor inside of this thing. Let's pull it apart and see what we got. It starts off with underneath, I'll pop the hood and we'll give you a better once around. So now I popped the hood, and with the hood popped up, you can see there is a nut underneath this cover that you can go and you take off, and then the wiper pops off. There's one on this one as well, and then the motor is right underneath this cowl. So got to take the cowl off, got to take off each of these wipers, and then we'll see what the motor looks like and how to get that thing out, and then we'll test on it a little bit. Status update: I have successfully removed the driver's side one. Just lifted it and it fell off. This one here, despite my best efforts of violently shaking it, and then, second best, hit it with a hammer, poke it with a screwdriver, scratch the hell of it out, using a pair of pliers, just trying all kinds of things. Can't really get this one to separate. Looks like it might have some sort of tapered, I don't really know how it comes apart. Just figured once you take off the nut, it should pop off, but this is a 2009, and most likely this has never been off. So what is that? 10, 11, 12 years of Michigan salt and road nonsense? It's going to be a problem. Status update number 2. I've tried. I can't figure it out. So I'm going to do a little chemistry here and take a little bit of soda pop. That's what I got. Just kind of pour some in there. See if it can't eat through a little corrosion over the next couple of minutes. Plus, wild cherry Pepsi. Not a bad deal. Can have a little bit of that while I wait. Delicious. Terrible idea. Just, now it's sticky. I retract my previous statement. I just came over here and went, and it popped right the fuck off. Are you kidding me? Wow. Pepsi to the rescue. All right, so now that both wiper blades are off, I'll pop off this plastic cover, which inexplicably has 2 little Christmas trees, one here and one on the other end, and they just popped off, and I lost one of them down the bottom of the engine somewhere already, so I have to replace on those. So here is the wiper stuff and what they call the transmission. What I'm going to do now is just go in to the car and turn it on and see if anything happens now that I've been banging on it and moving it around and some other nonsense, and see if anything happens. So it seems to be working just fine without wipers on it, so that's always fun. Now what I'm going to do is come over here and put a little pressure on it, and it stops. So the motor's working, but it's very, very tired. So I think what we've got to do is pop this guy off and get another one. I just noticed we broke it. I have a boo-boo. That's one owie, one injury. Status report. Well, I was thinking a little bit about it, and when I was flipping the switch, I could kind of hear like a clicking noise, so I was going to go through and figure out which one of these is the relay for the wiper motors. There's a nice list of stuff over here. The problem is I'm old and I can't read any of them. It's too small. I don't wear reading glasses. So what I was also thinking of is, because that motor is working sometimes, I was going to check the ground connections that I've got everywhere, and I just pulled off the cable, and sure enough, there's some stuff going on here. As you can tell, I did pour some more Coke, or in this case, wild cherry Pepsi, on here, and it did actually make that wiper motor pop a little bit more. So I'm going to clean this up the right way using, you know, things to, you know, let's quit touching things. And then we'll see if we get a better result. And then hopefully we don't have to fiddle with this thing. Just put the wipers back on and bing, bang, job done. Zero cost, which would be my favorite thing. So they actually make a, you know, like a thing where you can, you know, scuff up that thing there. What I do is I go into my old plumbing bag here and I grab my things for plumbing, and it fits on there pretty good, and it'll do the exact same thing as a dedicated battery thing. Nice and shiny. Well, I put the battery cable back on after I cleaned her up a little bit. I just closed the fuse box here. I'm not going to change that relay just yet. Let's go into the car, see what we got going on in here. So lots of whizzing noises. Interesting note is my wife kept telling me her dash lights stopped working too, so now those are also working. So I don't know if those were related ground problems or not, but just turned the wipers on to full speed here. Motor seems to be moving even faster than before. If I put a little tension on it, it groans, but it still works. So I'm going to just put the wipers back on and then, you know, drive it for a week or two and see if it's, well, first I need it to rain, so that'll help. So good news, I didn't label which one of these is which, and I guess we've got a 50-50 chance. Oh, no, wait, the one that's all scratched up was the passenger side. Hey, I marked them for future reference. Well, windshield wipers was an easy fix. I had more injuries than costs, but that's done. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, send me money, whatever, I don't know how it works. Have a good one. See you next time.